Welcome to Bogglesocks TV. We've got lots of classic and original TV shows. Subscribe now and enjoy the video.
It was a really lovely day at the mill on the marsh. Auntie Jules was clearing out a cupboard. And we were playing with Grandpa's old toys.
Now this is my absolute favourite, Fred Bear.
I love Fred Bear.
So did Grandpa. He's had half his fur loved off him.
We were having a great time, but suddenly we heard Great Aunt Loretta.
Hey! It's only me.
Grandpa's sister.
Oh, you're emptying out your cupboards, Jules. I've just been doing that. I'm going to get rid of some of my old stuff.
What do you mean you're getting rid of them? You're not getting rid of them on us, are you?
No, I'm going to the Antiques Fair at the cafe. Jasmine, Miss Smiley's lovely niece, she's running it. I'm going to sell them.
You mean you expect someone to buy them?
Of course they will. You ought to go, Grandpa. You could get rid of some of your old junk.
It's not junk.
Oh, look at this. Doesn't even work. Junk.
It's not junk to me, Loretta. Some of my old toys are very precious to me.
Yes, this was the day I found out that one man's junk is another man's treasure.
I'll take you to the cafe in Campo, Loretta. I've got to go to Sunny Sands anyway.
Why don't you let me come with you and help you sell these things?
You, Grandpa, you couldn't sell anything. Hurry up, Jules. I'm going to put this lot in Campo.
Oh dear. Aunt Loretta's going to be ever so upset if nobody wants her things. I'll just go and get my bag.
Poor Loretta. I don't want to see her upset. But she's never going to sell all that dreadful stuff without our help, Elsie. There's only one thing for it.
Not the shrinking cat, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
When Grandpa's small, he can get up to all kinds of mischief. His magic can make things go, like Jason's plane and Josh's helicopter. And he can even make my Mrs. Ostrich fly, which is really cool, because ostriches don't fly, actually. But today, Grandpa was going to travel with me.
Oh, I see Grandpa's gone for a little lie down. Oh well, you'll have to come with me, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I'll go to the cafe and help Great Aunt Loretta.
Good girl. I think she'd really like that.
So off we went in Campo, and Great Aunt Loretta said,
I can't wait to see you buy my little piggy.
and Auntie Jules said,
Don't be disappointed if nobody wants anything, Loretta.
Oh, they'll want it, Jules. Who wouldn't? It's lovely stuff.
So Auntie Jules dropped me, Great Aunt Loretta and Grandpa at the cafe. Miss Smiley's niece, Jasmine, or Jazz, had got everything organised.
Elsie, how lovely of you to come and help your auntie.
The thing is, Jazz, look at her stuff. Grandpa had jumped out of my bag. I wasn't sure where he was, but then I saw him.
All set, Loretta?
Lovely. Isn't it lovely? Oh, but I shall be sorry to see you go. We shall find you a nice new home. Mwah.
Thank goodness she hadn't seen Grandpa.
That was close, Elsie.
You better get out before anyone buys you.
Okay.
So I stood in front of the jug to let Grandpa climb out, and he hid behind a photo frame. Then I saw something. Jazz's table was covered in beautiful old toys.
What do you think, Elsie? These are all toys that Mr. Whoops has collected and doesn't have any room for.
I love the doll's house.
Everyone loves the doll's house.
Look at this doll.
She's gorgeous, isn't she? Oh dear. There's no one at Loretta's stall. She looks upset.
People were starting to buy things, but nobody was buying any of Great Aunt Loretta's stuff.
China shepherdess, good condition. Just a little tiny chip on her foot. No? Pink, piggy in a penny. No? Jack in the box. The lid's missing and it doesn't work, but it make a lovely toy. No?
I bent down to talk to Grandpa,
You better try to sell something, Elsie. They might take more notice of you.
so I tried to sell the funny jug. Who'd like this? Look how cool he is. But the door flew open.
Hamish! You came!
Of course I came, you know me. Never miss a collecting opportunity, Jazz.
Loretta, this is Hamish McHorder.
Hamish McHorder from north of the border.
He travels all over the country looking for things to collect.
And then I wear them.
Well, then perhaps I can interest you in a china shepherdess. Look good on you, Sporran.
She's got a chip on her foot. I don't wear things with chips.
Well, pink piggy and a penny for your hat.
No, too old and grubby.
Oh. Well, how about a lovely picture frame?
And Great Aunt Loretta grabbed the frame, and Grandpa did this.
No, I go for more unusual things, not any old junk.
Any old junk? He called my stuff junk. I'm going to the...
Great Aunt Loretta can't say the word toilet out loud because she thinks it's rude, but she was upset.
Elsie, come down here. You find out what Hamish McHorder from north of the border wants, and I'll make sure Loretta's got it.
Okay. What do you collect exactly, Mr. McHorder?
Well, I have a collection of things that talk.
I'm a talking elephant.
And just then, Grandpa did this.
I talk, kind sir.
Look!
How about me? A lovely shepherdess with golden hair.
Well. I've never known a shepherdess with a chip on her foot to talk.
What else do you collect?
Well, I have a collection of things that move. See?
I didn't think Great Aunt Loretta had anything that moved on her table. But I was wrong. Look!
Oh my, what? I've never known a grubby old piggy in a penny to jiggle about before. This is splendid.
What else, Mr. McHorder?
I do have a collection of things that make me jump and go, bah! Boo!
Wow! I wasn't sure that Great Aunt Loretta had anything that would make Mr. McHorder go wah! But Grandpa said she had. I think we might just have the thing. Grandpa did this.
Whee!
Wah! My goodness, this is a treasure trove of collectible things for me. Jazz! Oh, but what have we here?
Just when I thought that Mr. McHorder was going to buy all of Great Aunt Loretta's stuff, he saw the doll's house.
Oh, Jazz, this is wonderful. This is exquisite.
It may be exquisite, but you can't wear it, can you?
Grandpa needed a new plan.
Elsie, there's only one thing for it. We can't have him buying that. Here goes.
And he ran towards the doll's house. Mr. McHorder, does the house fit into any of your collections?
Well, it fits into my collection of things that make me go, ah.
I've had enough.
Grandpa was in the house. I think I know what we have to do, Great Aunt Loretta.
No.
And at that moment, I saw him. He had taken the clothes off the lovely doll and put them on. He pointed to where the doll was, and I ran across and picked her up and put her in my pocket. Mr. McHorder went back to the doll's house. I wondered what Grandpa was going to do next.
Excuse me. It's very rude to stare.
Oh, my word. Something that moves and talks and makes me go, bah!
I beg your pardon?
I need to buy this house.
Oh, I don't think so. It's my house, you see. And you've no idea how bossy I can be.
But you are amazing.
I know that. And you're obviously a man of excellent taste. But I promise you I'd make your life a misery. You'd be much better off with Loretta's entire collection, most of which you could pin to your kilt.
I see, you're right. You're absolutely right. I want to buy it all of it right now.
And Great Aunt Loretta sold him all her stuff.
There's a box. Pack your own. And you, Elsie, as a reward for persuading Mr. MacOrder to buy all my stuff, I am going to buy you the doll's house.
Oh, thank you so much, Great Aunt Loretta. I was really pleased, partly because I loved the doll's house, but partly because I knew I could get Grandpa home, which is exactly what happened. Back at the mill, at last, I was alone with Grandpa. Get your dress off. Quick, Grandpa.
Right. Ooh, this thing tickles.
I put the real doll in the bed. Grandpa was back to normal. Well, almost normal. He still had to come back to his normal size, of course.
Oh, Elsie, didn't we do well? Great Aunt Loretta sold all her stuff and you got a doll's house.
Yup. What do we call it?
Teamwork.
Oh, you're up, Grandpa.
Come for another look. Oh, the beautiful lady's gone for a little lie down. Just like you, Grandpa.
She is, Loretta, she is. You can hardly tell us apart.
To Sunny Sands in Queenie. I loved it when that happened because I got to have fun with Grandpa. And today we were playing Captain Dumble-Twit Snap.
Snap!
Ah, look what you made me do.
What's all right, Wolfie will clean it up for you.
No, there'll be cabbage and custard pudding all over the kitchen at this rate.
Great Aunt Loretta makes really weird food. Just then, Wolfie got hold of his squeaky sausage.
Oh, I hate that squeaky sausage. Bad boy.
Don't blame Wolfie, he's only playing.
Well, it's so annoying. I'm trying to get this in the fridge before Mr. Whoops comes for tea.
Great Aunt Loretta had asked Mr. Whoops over because Miss Smiley, his wonder wife, was away for a few days. So he drove out to the mill on the marsh in his little car and we heard...
Oh, sounds like Mr. Whoops now.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Whoops.
Hello, Elsie. Oh,
Mr. Whoops.
Mr. Whoops is called Mr. Whoops because he's always having little accidents.
I expect you tripped on this wretched squeaky sausage.
Don't blame Wolfie.
oh, my glasses. Where are my glasses? Oh, dear. They're broken.
Now see what you've done.
Don't blame Wolfie, he didn't break the glasses.
Yes, this was the day when all Grandpa could say was, "Don't blame Wolfie."
Off you go. Go on, upstairs. Take that wretched dog with you. He's nothing but trouble. And you, Elsie. Come on. You can carry on your snapping upstairs. Go on. Go on.
How could I be so clumsy?
Oh, no, Mr. Whoops. It's not your fault. No, it's that wretched dog. Now, how about a drink?
Oh, apple juice would be lovely.
Oh, there. Now then, you just help yourself. There. And I'm going to put my cabbage and custard pudding into the fridge. Yum.
Mr. Whoops started pouring, but he couldn't see without his glasses, so this happened.
So, how are you getting on with Miss Smiley?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, did that happen?
Oh, I slipped. There's a puddle on the floor. It's that dog. He's making puddles on the floor now. Oh, I'm going to sort him out, I am.
We were playing Snap again, and my Mrs. Ostrich was watching.
Quiet, you. You've made a puddle on the kitchen floor, you have.
Wolfie, a puddle? Never.
He's made a puddle on the kitchen floor and I slipped up in it and I nearly hurt my bottom.
Oh, but don't blame Wolfie, it must have been Mr. Whoops having a little accident.
Mr. Whoops does not make puddles. Honestly, Grandpa, what do you like?
Now look,
I'm putting you out in the meadow, you bad dog.
Loretta, it wasn't Wulfy. Oh, this is too much. I'm not having Wulfy stuck out in the meadow. He needs my help, and there's only one thing for it, Elsie.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know what happens when Grandpa shrinks. He can hide in teeny tiny places. He can run really fast. And his magic can make things go. Like this. And this. And this. And Grandpa always has a plan.
Here's the plan. You go into the kitchen and find a moment to open the back door.
Okay, but what are you going to do?
I'm going into the meadow to rescue Wulfy. Giddy up, Mrs. Ostrich. Way!
And Grandpa flew out of the window on Mrs. Ostrich.
Can't get back in now. Now we shall have some peace.
Great Aunt Loretta had left poor Wulfy all alone in the meadow. But he wasn't all alone for long.
Come on, Wulfy. Follow me. Good boy.
I went downstairs just in time to see Grandpa flying into the courtyard. He flew to the gate and undid the latch.
That should do it.
So Wulfy was able to get back in. Grandpa ran and hid behind a pot. And Wulfy followed.
Why are you standing there gaping like a fish, Elsie?
I just need to get Mrs. Ostrich. She's out in the courtyard.
Oh, and how did she get there, I wonder? I suppose that dog put her there. And don't blame Wulfy, because I do.
Oh, poor Wulfy.
Poor Wulfy nothing. He's a bad dog.
I opened the door and went out.
There's the tea, Mr. Whoops. And now it's time for me to turn out my cabbage and custard pudding.
I picked up Mrs. Ostrich and Grandpa said...
Run, Wulfy, now!
And Wulfy ran inside. But just then, this happened.
He's back. That dog's back in. Elsie, how did that dog get back in?
He was in the courtyard, hiding.
But I locked him out of the courtyard. I locked him in the meadow.
While Great Aunt Loretta went to turn out her pudding, Grandpa was stuck outside and couldn't escape because I had Mrs. Ostrich.
Never mind, Loretta. Let's have some tea, eh?
Mr. Whoops poured some tea, but because he wasn't wearing his glasses, he didn't notice it had gone all over the floor. But I did, and so did Grandpa.
I knew it. It's Mr. Whoops having little accidents.
Great Aunt Loretta was ready to show off her special treat to Mr. Whoops.
Ta-da! Our special treat, Mr. Whoops. Cabbage and custard pudding!
Bravo.
But she didn't see the spilt tea, and she did this.
Oh, that dog's done another puddle. Oh.
I'll get you a cloth, Mr. Whoops.
And I'm covered in cabbage and custard.
Here, Mr. Whoops. Maybe you should have some fresh air. And I opened the door and in ran Grandpa. While Mr. Whoops was cleaning himself up, Grandpa got onto the worktop.
What's that?
What?
I thought I saw a little man.
It must be because you're not wearing your glasses. Here. Grandpa quickly got into Upsy Downsy and up he went. He arrived upstairs just as Great Aunt Loretta turned up.
Grandpa! Oh, gone for a little lie down, I suppose. Typical. Oh. So I shall have to take you to the vet.
It's...
Dogs that make puddles need pills.
Grandpa ran and jumped into Loretta's bag. Grandpa knew Wulfy didn't need pills because he wasn't making puddles. But if Wulfy was going to the vet, he was going too.
I need you to take me to the vet, Mr. Whoops. This dog needs a pill.
But I can't. I've broken my glasses, see? I can't drive anywhere.
And I can't drive Campo, and they've all gone off in Queenie. Right. I need you to get this dog out of my sight. I need to think. And you know what helps us think, Mr. Whoops? Green glue.
Green glue is Great Aunt Loretta's spinach and sprout shape. Just then I saw Grandpa, but so did Mr. Whoops.
What's the matter?
He was there again, I'm sure. A little man. I keep seeing a little man.
No, don't be silly, Mr. Whoops. Now, you pour us out some green glue and I'll think of a plan.
Mr. Whoops accidentally poured the glue in Great Aunt Loretta's bag. And Grandpa was getting glue.
Mr. Whoops, look what you're doing.
I'm trying to, Loretta, but I can't see without my glasses.
Maybe it was Mr. Whoops having those little accidents all along, and you blamed Wolfie.
You know, you're right, Elsie. I must have spilled the apple juice, then the tea, and now the glue.
Great Aunt Loretta went to tip everything out of her bag. She was about to see a gloopy Grandpa. I had to do something. Look at Wolfie.
Well, at least he can do something useful.
Poor Wolfie, getting the blame for my little accidents.
Grandpa climbed out of the sink, jumped down and ran out of the room, and I followed him. Come off, quick! You're all gloopy, Grandpa.
Never mind that. At least we stopped Loretta from blaming poor Wolfie for everything. Teamwork, I call it.
Teamwork. Ew.
Yes, well, I think I'd better go and get out of my gloopy clothes.
A bit later, Uncle CJ and the others came back. Mr. Whoops was taken to Sunnysands to get his glasses mended.
Well, he's gone, thank goodness. Not a moment too soon. I've never known Mr. Whoops have so many little accidents. Oh, Grandpa. Oh, you've been lying down all afternoon and now you're ready for bed.
Yes, well, I had a little accident.
Oh, you did you? Oh, well, don't blame Wolfie, eh?